Alright, hey guys, today I'm going to be doing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And it is now January 2nd, almost 3rd, 2012, and you're probably not going to see this until at least next year, or next Christmas, that is. But I thought, I know it now. Oops, there goes the camera. But no, I thought I learned it now. I mean, I know it, so I might as well teach it now while it's fresh in my head, and so I can relearn it next year too. Alright, so this is what it sounds like. It's a little fuller than just the basic version. It's nice. And I hope you enjoy. Here we go. Alright, so there it is, and there's a bunch of verses to it, or at least two, I think, so you can play through that first part twice. Play with the recording after you've learned it, and then you'll figure out how the lyrics go along with it and everything. So it starts out kind of basically, and it goes in the right hand. It's doing a C chord with a C on top, so it starts with a C just with the thumb here, and then an E, and then a G, and then a C in the right hand. And then while that's happening, the left hand is right here, and you hit the first C by itself, and then you hit the E with the B. The B is in the left hand and the E up here, so. And what you're doing here in the left hand is just walking down. But remember to hit the C first, and then the B goes with this E here, okay? So, and right there you've got a G in the right hand, and an A in the left hand. And then here you have the G in the left hand and a C in the right hand. So you're just walking up like that. Excuse me, I did it wrong. Don't do that. Here it is. And then you come back down in the left hand to a G, and then hit an F chord in the left hand with an F, A, and C. There you go. So, and then you just walk down G, F, E, D. Well, after the F chord here, and with the G in the right hand, it's gonna walk down just F, E, D. And then you're hitting an F octave. If you can't see the bottom of my left hand, it's just F, C, F. You don't even have to play the C if you don't want, but you can add it. It adds a little bit. And then in the right hand, it's an A and a C. And what you're getting here is a G, D, G in the left hand, and then in the right hand, it's an F, B, D. And the hands are a little overlapping there, but that's to create this chord right here, which leads into the next part very nicely. It just has this, I can't think of, I'm blanking on what time it is, but bear with me, it's a little late here. So anyway, that leads into the C chord. That's the last thing you have there, right? And instead of doing this again, which was wrong. Again, I played the C at the same time as the B, but it's... So instead of going that quiet thing again, we're building. So the next part goes from this G chord in the left hand with the F, B, D here, to a C octave, C, G, C, and then a C chord in the right hand, inverted though, E, G, C. And right there, I'm just jumping with the left hand. Okay, so that's what it does next. It goes from this C to do the first idea again. The C, E, G, C, G. And then you jump in the left hand on the when you hit this G, and at the same time you're hitting a E, A. And then you hit the C octaves just by themselves. That's what you can do, or I prefer to something like that, and hopefully it sounds better than that, but that's just this. And then in left hand you drop down to an F, C, F, and then up to a G, D, G. So here it is again, sorry, in full. So that's what I'm doing with my C here. And then I jump down to that. So what that is it's basically, it's just that, it's just not so jumpy. It's just, which is G with a C. All these are with C, so just hold the C underneath. It's a G, A, F, G, E, F, D. But the D you can add in the F and B if you'd like, underneath with the G, D, G. Okay, so that's where we're going next. The next part in the right hand is up on an E to start instead of the C here. But in the left hand, you're still repeating the same pattern, which is C, A, F, G. Until that part, okay? So what you're doing here is E, G, C, E, an octave up. And then you're hitting an A and an F, and a G and an E, and an F and a D, and an E and a C. And I think you end on a D and a B. Let's see. Yeah. And then right here, you're on the G in the left hand. So just so you can see that part again with the left hand and how it works with the right is. And that's the change up that goes into that next part. So it goes E octave in the left hand. And what you're hitting in the right hand is a E, an A flat, a B, and an E flat. When you hit that E, and then when you switch to the A octave in the left hand, you're hitting an E, you're leaving the E's where they are from this, and then just moving your two middle fingers here, your pointer and your middle finger, and you're moving from the A flat to an A, and from the B to a C, and hitting an A in the left hand. So, and then this chord is a C, G, C, and an E, G, B flat, C. So a C7. Like that, and then you can go from there back into the first part, or you can go to the next part, which goes like this. You're going to hit an F chord in the left hand, F, A, C, and then you hit the E for the melody. Okay, so it's E, 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 D, C, B, C, D. That's the melody right there. D, C, B, C, D, C, B, A, B, C, B, B. Okay, and then it's going to be in the left hand. So you're still on an F chord, but you're going to a minor instead of the major, which is F, A, C on the first one. And on the third E, you're hitting with your right hand. 1, 2, 3. You're going to moving your A to an A flat and keeping the F, A flat, C now. And what that is what we talked about in the right hand. And then in the left hand it's a C major, C, E, G, and then to a C diminished, I believe, and it's C, E flat, G flat. And it sounds weird playing it by itself, right? But it's just kind of quiet underneath it, and it is the right change for that point. So, and then it goes C, B, A, and that right there is just a D, A, D to a D minor chord, D, F, A. And that you hit the B here, and then you do a C chord. And I just do a C, G, C in the left, and then a D, E, G, C. And I walk up G, A, B, C with A underneath, A, E, A. And that's just C 3 times. That is G, A, B, and with E, B, E underneath. And that's G, A, B, C, D with a D, A, D underneath. And then I just hit the D's all together. D. So, and then I go back to that first G, D, G, and then the F, B, D that overlaps it. And then you're back to okay, and that's how we're going to end it. And everything was the same there until right after this. You hit this chord, remember these? And then you go up to an E, and then it's a F chord in the left hand, F, A, C. And then it's F, it jumps down to an F. And then I hit an A chord a little bit after that A there, so it's an A, C, E. And then it's a C in the right, and then you're hitting a D chord for that walk down in the left, D, F, and A. And that's E, D, C, B, A, just a walk straight down, all the white keys there. And you can hit any variation of a G chord there, really. I actually think a straight G is better there, like that, instead of with that 7th or whatever that is, yeah? So just hit a G, D, G, and then a G, B, D. Okay, and then you're just gonna hit a C, G, C, and I like to walk it up and hit D, E, G, C, D, E, G, C in a chord, C, E, G, and a C on top. And then come down here, you hold that. So it's, and leave the pedal down. So you add that to the high part, and you just hit a C, E, G, C, E if you can, or just a standard C chord, which is C, E, G, C. Alright, so I hope that helps, and post any questions or anything like that on here, and I'll get back to you on that. Alright, thanks for watching.